Hello everyone, welcome to Ashes of War. Now this was developed and published by Cat's Tooth Studio, and this was released for early access on Steam on January 27th, 2023. I have been playing this recently on my own time, but I decided to feel like sharing this with you. So let's go ahead and start the game. Not even 2 hours of sleep. Damn royalists. Attention! Captain on deck! At ease, Lieutenant. I suppose the enemy is now letting us take a real breather? They're closing in on us after regrouping with reinforcements that jumped in Sector 7. Probably another patrol. What are we dealing with? Battleship and her escorts. 7 more ships in total. And the fighter wings that come with it. Exchanging blows is already stretched before, but now we're fully in an untenable position. That's an understatement. Heavy movement. The first group is sitting at 5 light second for now. They're getting into formation. The second will take some more time to get to us. So they'll be in range in 15 minutes. Depends on their commanding officer. Well, that's the idea, yes. Talking about officers, I suppose we don't have any new orders. Withdrawing from this useless battle. Rear Admiral Mendez has unfortunately not developed a functioning brain in the 2 hours we slept. Unfortunately. You said it twice. I know. Okay. Let's try reason one last time. Communications, patch me through the Rear Admiral. Come on, Captain. Link established. They don't have enough vessels for efficient jamming, but this is still the best I can do in these conditions. I'll do. Put on monitor. Mendez here. Keep it brief. We'll soon be engaged by the enemy. What do you want, boy? Sir, commanding officer. Commodore Bender is still between life and death aboard the Wings of Fury after his battleship, the Deliverance, was sunk. I must say that the officers of Emerald are worried that we have received no new orders. As their representatives, I once again ask for a withdrawal of our forces. Our battle group is exhausted. The Kingdom's fleet is outnumbering us, not only on this front but everywhere in this star zone. If we continue, what's your name again, kid? So this is the default name. You can choose whatever you want, but I'll just go for the default for now. Captain Aaron Lancer, Commander Dawn of Defiance, cruiser class. Listen closely, Aaron Lancer. Regardless of your family's prestige, a Union soldier has only one duty: to protect their brethren from the tyrants of the kingdoms. The Mendez fleet will not retreat from the authoritarian pigs, not as long as we have a shot at victory. We will keep our positions and repel the enemy. Sir, I must insist. The only thing that awaits us is... Enough! My orders stand. Get the transmission. Damn it! The swine can't even see he's being led to the slaughter, and he's taking dozens of men with him. Your orders? Do I prepare for what we discussed? Sir. Fine. Let's do it. Are you sure? It's a one-way ticket. Were you not the one that was just suggesting it? Sure enough. Pass the word then. Any news of our friends from the Deliverance? Still alive and kicking. Send word to Rachel. She'll prepare enough space to bring them on board. How much fires we lost already. It's not going to be too hard. Damn, Mendez. Sir, the enemy has begun accelerating. They'll be in range in 20 minutes. Huh. Looks like they're taking their time. They know they have the advantage. Bombarding us from their vector range will be more than enough to win. And whoever's leading them knows this. It'd be nice to have competent superior. Binder wasn't so bad. At least he listened. I'm setting the bar quite low. Now's not the time to debate this. Do this once this battle's over. Understood, sir. Send the word to the battle group. Focus energy on shields. Reverse course slowly to stay at the edge of their range and limit counter fire. Just enough so that they don't get too confident. We don't know when we'll be able to resupply. Now, radar. What do we have on monitor? Here it is, sir. So we got 18 ships in Group 1, 7 and 2. It's a very stupidly small battle. Doesn't change the fact we're risking our lives here. Let's try not to die then. Battle Group 1 is going to use the wrecks in our previous position to mitigate damage. The second will either join the first group to advance as one or flank us. This is assuming we keep our positions, which we aren't. We'll reverse opposite of them and force them out the debris field, just in case. This vessel will take point. Try to appear as the juiciest target to keep far away from our allies. We're still in quite good shape, so this should give us more than enough time. As long as they keep it slow. Let's hope our luck holds then. Should have made my mind earlier. We have our drive prepared already. You can't blame yourself, Aaron. We should have been ordered to withdraw long ago. I'm just not sure I've done enough. If I had used a bit more influence, maybe. That's behind you now. Besides, if you'd done that, you would never have been assigned to this ship. And most of us would already be feasting in the afterlife. Thank you, Aiden. It's nothing, sir. I still need you with a cool head to get us out of this mess. Sir, I've got contact incoming full speed. What? From where? Looks like a heavy cruiser class is leaving formation, accelerating at full speed. Why the hell would they do that? Well, maybe we're not the only ones with rash officers. We can't have it easy. Switch that for me, Ensign. Switch that for blood. Probably think they can use our lives to get some medal or title. Maybe a town or two. What of the rest of the battle group? Accelerating to follow it, but not as fast. 2 corvettes have been sent to keep up with the cruiser, keeping formation. Maybe we damaged one of their ship's propulsions during the earlier battle. I have no idea. But it doesn't change the fact that we'll now fight seriously. Power the weapons. Give me target solution. We need to hold out until the drives are charged. Prepare yourself, Aiden. We're not dying here. As the lone ship approaches, what remains of Battle Group Emerald makes short work of the enemy cruiser, his shields being overwhelmed by concentrated fire. Dead Note, as a version 1.0, the battle gameplay under the form of a simple TRPG hasn't been implemented yet. It does not affect the story's progression, so besides this message, it won't affect your experience. It will be implemented as soon as possible, and this will be the only time where I importune you. Enemy ships have been sunk, Captain. That took too much time. The main force is going to be in range any minute now. Looks like they're maintaining speed. I'm quite sure they could accelerate if we expose our rear. Maximum power to reverse thrusters. Call back all fighters. Ensign, give me the intercom. All yours, sir. Crew, this is your captain speaking. Most of you know me as the guy who's always nagging everyone with crew affectation and inventory reports. However, like all of you, I still do my best to keep everyone on the ship alive. And if you count the numbers of limbs that are still attached to your body, I think I did a pretty decent job. Well, except if you're Miller. But I swear I wasn't involved. Unfortunately, protecting this vessel has become increasingly hard, as the quality of our commanders has never ceased to decrease since our affectation to the 5th Fleet. And with the destruction of the Deliverance, the last semblance of protection we had against the folly of our spirit is gone. I'll be straight with all of you. If you've been affected on the ship, it's because either I or someone from this room has overheard your feelings about the current campaign we've been waging for more than a year. Maybe you've insulted an officer. Maybe you've expressed doubts on the war we're waging. It doesn't really matter. The sharpest of you may have caught that we, among others, have been stockpiling food, fuel, and ammunition like a cargo ship that would have to travel half the quadrant without stopping. Well, all of this preparation was for this moment. As of today, the Dawn of Defiance is defecting from the Union of the Free Systems Fleet and will now serve under its own flag. Some already knew of this plan. For others, it may come as shocking news. In any case, I ask you to maintain the trust you already put in me to maintain everyone alive. Because if we got to wage war non-stop, let's at least do it for each other, rather than for people that cannot even recognize the sacrifice we make. If you don't deem me worthy of your trust, or have obligations back home, you got 10 minutes to reach the hangar where 2 shuttles bring you to one of the remaining Emerald ships. They will ask questions, but you just had to put all the blame on me. Don't hesitate to exaggerate. For the others, keep your combat stations. We're jumping in 11 minutes. Lancer out. Do you think this was good enough? We have crew members loyal to us in all the different sections of the ship. We should at least be able to keep her working. You're thinking positive? Damn, we are screwed. We're not really what you would call a usual crew. Made the required efforts. It will be fine. You're right. I'm worrying for nothing. I just hope the ones who are leaving will be able to get back home safely. It's up to them. Hangar already confirmed that the first shuttle will soon take off. The second will follow in a moment. True. Status of the warp drive. It'll be charged in a couple of minutes. Good. The pressure of the Kingdom's fleet, even if they were to calculate our coordinates, we should be free of worry. Assuming the kingdoms don't want to mop us. Probably not. They'll be focused on how to finish Mendez. And we just have to wait. Sir, enemy battle group is accelerating. They'll soon enter effective range. Damn it. They must have picked up our drives charging up and thinking we're trying to regroup. I'll remain power on shields. No need to return fire. Lieutenant, make that shell take off. Understood. Coming fire! Damage report. Glancing in on deck 3. Structural integrity maintained. The whole battle group is now in range. Not going to the last line, we stay here. Another concentrated volley incoming. We lost the Resilient. Milo ship. Any escape pods? Negative. It's core reaction. The whole ship went down in an instant. Hangar's clear, sir. We'll recover everyone we could. One of the others. Helmsman, take us out of here. Jump form. No anomalies detected. Good. Radar, what do you have? Every ship is accounted for. Persistent and the Artful are at 30,000 and 40,000 respectively. Destroyer Siren of Heavens has just jumped in a bit further at around 110,000. Quite accurate when you consider we're not using beacon ships. Good. Close into formation. Once our drives are cooled down, we'll do a couple more jumps. Rod in sensors and stay alert, just in case anyone would like to follow our trail. Mendez does not have any information ships at his disposal. Or maybe the kingdoms do, though I doubt they'd send anyone after us. Anyway, if someone prepare a full report on the state of the ship, crew list. Want to know what hand we've been dealt. Oh, and I know we took a beating, but no need to bother sending repair teams. They won't have the time to do anything meaningful. Understood. Next jump, do we continue as we planned? Yes. The stunt we pulled, we need to keep a low profile for a while. The Union doesn't like deserters. We stole a bit more than a small patrol ship. Can't really barge in the neutral port either. Indeed. We'll have to make do with our shells for any supply runs. Send a reminder to the other commanding officers. Wait, no. Just send it to Ethan. I guess he would be able to do that, yes? What we need from this point onward is a system forgotten enough to serve as our base of operations. The morale of the crew will stay high for a couple weeks, while we can only last so long without a place to rest. We will begin the search once we are done with the jumps and repairs. The Union database only has basic information on systems near the Serenai, though. It's far from their zone of influence. But at least, the nebulae will offer us a place to remain hidden should we end up unlucky. We'll manage. Right. Whatever the case, the ship should be our priority. Especially if we have to run with a reduced crew. There's going to be some people that will want to start new in the sovereign colonies. That's a given. So I think you're right. We'll run a skeleton crew for a while. Do you think we should recruit people? Not sure. Maybe we should secure ourselves a base first. Wouldn't the easiest path to that end be join up with an already existing group? Depending on the quality subgroup? Sure, that would solve a lot of problems, but... No. You're right. It's a possibility we must keep an eye on. That's what would be best for the crew. Besides, no one would refuse the might of Union warships, right? Quite right, Captain? Well, I think I'm going to greet our guests with deliverance. Aiden, you got the bridge. Spot anything, flee at full speed. Got it. Do I initiate a jump even if you're not here? You know how it works. I don't have to hold your hand. Even more so now that we're not in the Navy anymore. Got it. I'm off. A dozen mechanics were activating themselves between a handful of fighters whose engines were still giving off heat. Was the red-wearing individuals gathered around one whose side was heavily damaged and barely holding together, the power of an impact having caved in and fell inwards. Multiple emplacements where once stood proud products of modern engineering were now left empty, cables dangling from the walls and ceiling. Hey there, boss. What brings you here? Checking on the team and the state of our fighters. What are the news? No. Sirkin, was it? Correct, sir. As for the state of our poor machines, it's not looking great. We lost a lot. The ones we still have took quite a beating. Glad I'm not a pilot when I see the results. Last couple of weeks haven't been kind with us. How much work we have to do, that's given. Now that we've gone rogue, I was going to be easier on not only us, but all the crew. I'll do as much as I can so that we can all take it easy. Just know that I'm glad you decided to stay. You should thank Rachel. She was the one that convinced a lot of us. Girl knows how to talk. Really? Didn't expect that. Well, I only joined the group recently, so I'm not really as trustful as the others. I can't see they have faith in you. I guess you have the interest of your man at heart. I'll wait to see it with my own eyes. For now, I can just hope I didn't bet on the wrong horse. Try to live up to your expectations. Better. You'll see that even if we don't command a warship, we still know how to defend our interests. It'd be a shame for you to retire early. You have a sharp tongue. Careful. It's a double-edged weapon. Well, you can't really hide behind the hierarchy anymore, boss. From now on, we're on our own. And with what you pulled, you should know from experience that the one thing that will make this little adventure work is the loyalty of your crew. Keep us on your side, and I think we'll sail smoothly. Though I guess you've got some of that covered already. Keep that all in mind, as well as an eye on you. It's only fair. Anyway, suppose you didn't come to chat with me. You're searching the princess, she's in the box 4. Maybe you want to check on the lead pilot. Don't know her name. She ain't very nice. Just don't know who knows where. Major Allen. She's a strong personality, yes. I'll get to you. She's probably just tired. Well, ain't my problem after all. We'll change the fact we're all taking care of a right machine. Speaking of, I better get back to it. See you around, boss. Good luck. People do good work. Now, what to do? If I'm correct, there's only one place you can be. As I enter the room, my lungs are filled with pungent and mildly discomforting smell of cheap tobacco. I twist my mouth and nose, as if this movement could somehow make me immune to smoke, but to no avail. In the background, the quiet whirring of the air filters gives this place a surprisingly cozy feeling. Helpful to forget about the outside rule of the time of cigarettes, as long as you could tolerate the scent etched in the walls and smell of the small room. Well, look who's here, the good captain himself. I recall you saying you weren't much of a smoker though. Let's go ahead and take a good look at Nora. I quite like her design. I like her tied up hair showing off her forehead. It's cute. Changed your mind? Not really. Stays occasional. Just wanted to check on you, that's it. Well, that's awfully nice of you, but I'm sure someone of your rank got something more important to do than checking up on a random pilot. Come on, drop the art. It's reserves now, remember? I want to leave my bridge to see how our friend is doing. I don't think anybody will say anything. A friend? Or your squadron leader? Nora. There is a difference. Fine. Oh, oops. Fine. Close the door or I'm going to get scolded. Well, no one likes getting their air polluted. Yeah. How are you holding up? Tired. Mentally and physically. I prepared a room for you. If you want to rest. Spacious. Spacious. Not sharing, right? No one does on this ship. Sweet. And thanks. You're welcome. It's the least I can do for my ace pilots. Without you and the others, I'm not sure we could have gotten out of there as easily. 5 hours in the cockpit isn't really a problem. I've done longer operations. Getting swarmed by twice your numbers is. Sorry I put you through that. We both know you're not responsible. Won't remove the bitter feelings I have. If I were a better commander, maybe I'd have battle plans that wouldn't require putting you guys on the front line. Stop saying stuff like that. I'll begin to think I'm falling a naive idealist. Which you're not. Sorry. Well, it's not like I don't appreciate the feeling. Even though it wasn't the worst, Binder was not a very comprehensive superior. The Deliverance had quite the contingent at the start of our campaign, if I remember correctly. 64 of us, mostly new recruits. Now reduced to measly 5. If you add your 2 surviving pilots, we're at a grand total of 7 units. Putting it into words is even worse than I thought. But, well, I'll add 4 marks to my tally. Continue to train the ones that got back, and live. Not much more I can do now. I'm glad to have you on board. Go stay after we find a place to lay low. I contemplated finding me a nice planet where I could serve as a civil pilot. But I don't think it's a good idea to do so before all this story becomes a long memory at the Security Bureau of the Union. It's not like I saved the money to get a new identity, and I don't really want to find myself at the end of the rope. There's truth in that. Just know that you'll always be welcome on the ship. How chivalrous of you, trying to become a knight? I'm sure we make it good propaganda material. The ones that saw honor where I was, or something like that. Nah, I'm sure it comes with unending receptions. Hour-long meetings on the colorless curtains, and having to deal with pompous assholes. Definitely not my cup of tea. Huh. There, I thought you liked boring stuff. Looks like all Academy graduates aren't the same. That comes as a surprise. Come on, so I could handle my drink on Uraga. Yeah, as long as you throw up after. You got me there. Anyway, don't you worry. I'll stick with you as long as you need me. Thanks, Nora. Well, all this talk made me crave for that bed you said you had prepared. I'm sending you the info. Want me to guide you? Nah, I wouldn't want people gossiping already. Yeah, now that you mention it, I know someone that could make a big deal out of it. See you around, Aaron. Sleep well, Nora. Okay, so that was something to check on. The sound of the tools and machinery were resonating in the half-empty hangar. Welding equipment was seen alongside sheets of metal falling loudly on the ground as they were being stripped from the damaged spacecrafts who had been lucky enough to get back to safety with the now renegade cruiser. While those damaged craft was being worked on, singing a designated spaceman with the number 4. Sturdy boots were sticking out from under the fighter, while a brown-skinned hand was feeling around in search of one of the wrenches scattered around. Here you go, princess. Holy hell, how many times did I... Ah! My head. You alright? Ah, damn it, looks like it hurts like hell. Come on, Aaron. Do you want your cheap mechanic to end up as a vegetable? With the amount of brain cells I lose every time this happens, I think that's only a question of time. Not my fault you're twitchy, princess. Ah, I'm not twitchy. I just focus on my work. Stop calling me that. Makes me want to bash your skull in. Come on, I'm just following trend. Now you started. Don't play dumb. Foul accusations I'm hearing. Only my gramps used to call me that. And I'm quite sure none of my colleagues knew him beside the one cocky officer. Well, I didn't force anybody to use it. Get out. Sorry. I must admit, it's always refreshing. I'm going to wonder if you went to me because you knew I'd follow you into your stupid endeavor, or just to push my buttons. Come on. I have the utmost respect for you. Yeah. Didn't you ask me to give it to my own crew, too? Am I supposed to be a pin on the side of the ship? Want me to get out there and paint a giant self-portrait of me in my undies? I'm sure some people would here would appreciate. Do you actually want a wrench to the face? I'll stop, I promise. Good. Now help me up. Here you go. Putting that aside, thanks. I really didn't expect so many of them to stay. Well, they all got their own opinions. As long as you don't screw up, we'll be here to repair if needs be. We'll keep that to minimum. Regardless, that too. Well, I'll need to find a way to get back at you for spraying that stupid nickname. I'm the one at fault for letting the situation go out of hand. Wouldn't want to bother you with that when you need the sympathy of the crew at this moment. You're not wrong about that. I know, it happens. So, no need for me? Nah, probably going to send you an inventory request and a sortie authorization. I will need some stuff to repair the damage of today's battle. Just approve them, please. Huh. You're not going around this time? You nagged me enough for a month, man. Don't really want to live that again. Reap what you saw. It was just one plasma cutter. One! Whatever you say. And here I thought deserting would loosen you up. Come on. It's only been a couple hours. Give me some time. I could, but are you even capable of it? Guess we'll have to wait and see. I'll give you the benefit of the doubt. I think I'll have to organize a couple sessions to help you with that. And I think I will stop here. But if you are interested in this visual novel, it is an adult visual novel, so yes, you gotta be 18 years old and up. And I will put the link down below on Steam. And if you want to follow the developer's Twitter, it's Brown Fresh New. I'll put that up too. Anyways, thank you and take care.